tell you about international relationships. How about we start now? 1919 to 1923. That year was the best time for the European, for they were suffering from the aftermath of the World War I. Almost all countries struggled to sort themselves out from the peace of settlement. For instance, Turkey and Italy were satisfied with their treatment. The Germans confused whether or not they could afford to pay their debt. But the French tried to be friends with the Germans. Then they made it worse. The French troops took over the route because Germany cannot pay with cash. And then the other side of the world, what the British called the other side of the pond, the American, they're just becoming quiet. Then there's Russia. You know Russia, right? Yeah, that one. They're doing something suspicious that make the Western and Japanese have some chills through their spine. What could have been then? You know what? It's a civil war there. It's been happening during the 1918 to the 1920 for Russian. But it can be helped. It's Russia. From the peace of settlement, the newborn state like Yugoslavia, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Austria, not Australia, not with the kangaroo, the Hungarian. They are all having problem and divided from themselves because of the settlement, and they're struggling to keep the state alive. And that's what happened in 1919 to 1923. Next, 1924 to 1929. In these years, a lot of countries signed so many important papers. For example, the Locarno Treaties and the Kellogg-Briand Pact. This act goal was to improve the international atmosphere. All the countries keen to improve their relation with each other, so they're not creating any war. Or are they? 1930 to 1933. Too bad, after all the trouble they have been through. After all those papers they signed, after those conferences they been through, the meeting, all the discussion, turned out the international relationship went down from there because of the economic difficulties that time. There was a conference to discuss the problem for the economic, but it was end up in failure after the German delegates walk out of the conference, Germany. That time they served unemployed problem that made the Hitlers really popular. Well, guess what? They try to improve it back to its glory with the League of Nations, Washington Conference, the Cognac Conference, the Dulles Plan, Luckery, Kellogg-Briand, the Young Plan, and last this. After all of that, I'm going to talk about how the French take care of German. You know, French would like to take revenge to the Brit, just like how French want to take revenge to Germany. Because after long months of colonization, Germany managed to take over French for over 50 years. Then the French want to take over German to make them collapse. How? By giving German a hard time, limited their movement, limited their resources, weapons, and military. After French and German affairs, the USSR decided to take Screen, the Pacific communism. They want to spread the communism to Germany and Hungary, but the Britain, Czechoslovakia, Poland, and French interfered. The first country that realized the behavior is communism is the Britain, and they decided to restrict the relationship with the Russia, the USSR, so the communism not going to come to their country. Then the French, even though it's not in the country yet, but they afraid that if the organization will grow, it will come to their country. So they make the anti-communism right away. And in the end, the communism didn't come to Germany and Hungary. That's how the USSR takes screen. And then, after some empires fell down, I mean, not only the problem with the USSR, but also the successor of the fallen empire. Well, what do you mean by the successor of the fallen empire? It means that the one that's standing after the empire falls, for example, the Hungary, Austria empires, the one who's standing, they now have their own state. Well, do you want to know who is the successors of this for the fallen empire? It's like Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, Polandia, Austria, Hungary. It's not. This one is not. This one is the past.
Hi guys, so this is
Hai guys, nama saya Firda dan ini kru
our team.
our crew
Our
nih.
team.
Halo.
Dia yang bikin ginian.
Bikin desainnya, bikin propertinya.
Terus I am
Di editor.
the editor,
Dan gua yang bawain semuanya, yang
in
mau
front
bawain.
camera dan Mac lah, Mac.
Saya yang membuat kemarin dan
Megangin samplinya.
Iya.
Dan
Yeay.